Hello everyone. Okay, so after a long hiatus, we're going to be playing what's essentially the closest thing you can get to free Five Nights at Freddy's on the quest. We're going to be playing Polardread. As you can see, there's an animatronic right here waiting to rip my lungs out. So let's start. Now I think I've played this game like once before. I don't wholly remember. Okay, so we can all learn how to play. So the tutorial. Let's get started on that. Yeah. Wow, these loading screens are really something, huh?
Hello, player, and welcome to Polardread. Now, we don't have an actual narration yet for this tutorial, so you're going to be stuck with me instead for now. So the first thing I want to introduce you to is the basic mechanics of the game, because it's going to get a little complex in the later nights of the game, and you have to know how to manage everything in the room. I think a good place to start would be your door controls. So, if you look down to the right of the room, you should see a door that has some fairy lights at the top of it. This is going to be your main office entrance, and this is how a lot of the enemies are going to try to get into your room. Now, if you look down at your table, you should see that there's a little button on it that's to the far right. This will actually toggle the door, opening it or closing it. Now, don't worry about the door opening on its own, because it's going to stay shut if you hold it shut. As soon as you toggle it back off again, though, the door will open, meaning that enemies can get through. Now, the reason you want to keep the door open sometimes is because you have a power limit. You can actually view this limit on your watch using the green rim that surrounds the time. Once the green rim turns red, that's power that you've effectively lost, which you cannot get back until the end of your shift. So you have to manage all your power the best you can. Now, another thing I want to address is the ventilation duct behind you. If you were to turn around, you should see a ventilation duct behind you. This is where some enemies are going to come crawling through, and in order to shut them out, first you have to detect them by pushing the X button in your controller. You'll turn on the flashlight on your left hand. You can use this to look into darker areas of the office if you feel like it's needed. This does not take up any power, so you can be as trigger happy with it as you want. When you have your light focused in the dark vent, you might see something in there. If you do, you look to the right of the vent where you should see a little button. This works like the door control. You can toggle it on and off and it shuts out the vent, preventing any creatures from getting inside. Now, if you turn around to face the front again, you should see a little tablet that's mounted in front of you. And then behind that tablet, you should see a giant flat screen on the wall that has a camera system on it. You can basically use this tablet by touching a room to toggle that camera feed to the room that you've just touched. This is so that you can tell where all the enemies are without needing to actually leave the office. It's always good to look at the cameras if you don't know who the enemy is. Force grab items in this game. There are some items that are currently out of your reach, but you can actually grab them and pull them towards you using a simple 3-step system. First off, reach your hand towards whatever object you want to grab, and if it has a blue highlight, you're doing it correctly. And then, make a fist by squeezing either the trigger or the grip button. And then, once you have it locked in, swing your arm backwards and it'll come flying towards you, where you can then catch it out of the air. You'll require some more items during the later nights of the game, so you want to make sure you're able to reach as many of them as you possibly can during the spare time that you have between encounters. That's all for now, though, so I'll just let you win the game.
Oh yeah, it's so good. Okay, well, let's start with Monday then. What? There's lore? Guys, it's Sam. I do not remember this.
Sam, hey, this is Isaac from management. Figured I'd leave you a call real quick since there's stuff we've got to tell you about in the office you're in. First off, I want to tell you that this shift is, well, it's a bit longer than you thought it would be. You're gonna be up until 6 in the morning. Yeah, we know it's a bit of a bigger undertaking than you thought, but just bear in mind that these renovations are taking a very long time, hence why your being here is so important. Some people out there are, well, they're kind of stupid. I know we're open 24/7, but people tend to stumble in while we're doing construction like a bumbling ape. We've locked the doors, and they literally stick their fingers in, trying to open the lock, and I'm off topic again. Lovely. Okay, let's just go over the obvious shtick. You have a monitor in front of you. If you touch a room, the camera feed will switch to the room. Groundbreaking technology, eh? Oh, right, and the doors too. We've got a little button on the table, so just press that if you feel like someone is in the building, and you should be safe. Just don't use them too much. Their electric can use quite a bit of power, and God knows this entire resort needs enough power already. Speaking of, if you look at your watch, you can see your power limit using the green rim of the watch. The more it turns red, that's more money we have to spend on the power bill. Yeah, you find that funny, don't you, asshole? Anyways, one thing for tonight. If you turn around behind you, you'll see a vent duct. This is basically so you don't suffocate yourself, since that office gets incredibly stuffy in the wrong conditions. But if you feel like you want it off, you can just push the button to the right of the vent and close it. I think that's all for now. I'll call you soon, though. See you later, Sam. And remember to not mess up our shit. It's expensive. Good night.
What? No.
You shoulda sealed that vent. Kill me.
Damn. I guess I should have shielded the vent. Okay. I heard it too late. Something. Okay, let's try this part again. I've seen this. Oh my. Okay, well.
Sam, hey, this is Isaac from management. Figured I'd leave you a call real quick since there's stuff we've got to tell you about in the office you're in. First off, I want to tell you that this shift is, well, it's a bit longer than you thought it would be. You're gonna be up until 6 in the morning. Yeah, we know it's a bit of a bigger undertaking than you thought, but just bear in mind that these renovations are taking a very long time, hence why your being here is so important. Some people out there are, well, they're kind of stupid. I know we're open 24/7, but people tend to stumble in while we're doing construction like a bumbling ape. We've locked the doors, and they literally stick their fingers in, trying to open the lock, and again, lovely. Okay, let's just go over the obvious shtick. You have a monitor in front of you. If you touch a room, the camera feed will switch to the room. Groundbreaking technology, eh? Oh, right, and the doors too. We've got a little button on the table, so just press that if you feel like someone is in the building, and you should be safe. Just don't use them too much. Their electric can use quite a bit of power, and God knows this entire
What are they
resort
watching?
uses enough power already. Speaking of, if you look at your watch, you can see your power limit using the green
We can keep
rim of the
watching that
watch.
vent.
The more it turns red, that's more money we have to spend on the power bill. Yeah, you find that funny, don't you, asshole? Anyways, one thing for tonight. If you turn around behind you, you'll see a vent duct. It's basically so you don't suffocate yourself, since that office gets incredibly stuffy in the wrong conditions. But if you feel like you want it off, you can just push the button to the right of the vent and close it. I think that's all for now. I'll call you soon, though. See you later, Sam. And remember to not mess up our shit. It's expensive. Good night.
Saw you that time. Oh, I'm taking the rest of it. Okay, great. Did they just follow the same pattern? You know what, guys? It's pretty easy. Thought it was gonna be a lot more difficult. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Again, really? So fast. I think he likes me. I already have 4 bars left. Doing great. Come back here. Oh yeah. Oh, that's funny. Ugh. I am not good at throwing. So he just passes by. Ugh. That's cool. He's gonna walk right over here. I didn't check for like 2 seconds. He almost got me. Okay, so that one's really active. Does he always follow the same pattern? He does. Damn, both of them at the same time? I wonder who that is. Oh yeah. So good. Go to the basement and reset the power. You can get extra items if you wish to decline. I feel like I should have pressed the trigger. White. Green. I need something. Why is there even an animatronic down here? Get me. Oh wait, I need something blue. Oops. Pink? Oh, I won. Oh, yeah. It's not that hard. That was pretty easy. So I get extra stuff for the next night. But the next night is going to be for the next video. So I'll see you guys very soon. I'll see him very soon, unfortunately. Have a good day, I guess.